knife round. And this is one of Goons' mad pick. So let's see what they have to say for themselves. Killer Panda's gonna get knifed by everybody. What you gonna do, Wanna Goons? Time for the knife round. Let's see it. Magic is the one to go down first, as Wanna Goons head over toward ramp and present themselves to be slaughtered.
Counter-terrorists win.
All right, GG's on the knife round. Pistol should be starting momentarily. Once it does, I will disappear into the server like some kind of ghost in the shell. Why is the HUD not up? Hold on. Hold on. Fixing. Fixing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. HUD. Refresh. Hold on. Oh gosh. Where's the HUD? Why is this? Copy URL. There it is. Perfect. All right. Silliness aside, off we go. Wanna Goons starting things off with heavy presence toward A, and FlyQuest Red are going to be immediately pushed back. Jay Breezy continuing to take space inside of CT spawn. Look how far back they've got FlyQuest Red. They're grouping up. They're waiting to be beyond an Emmy. And Marie, oh, they're all going down. It's a bloodbath in CT spawn. And it's just Vanessa left standing in the 1 versus 3, but from behind, it's going to be Magic to close out the round. Uh-oh, that's not good. Well, that's Wanna Goons with a pretty clean pistol. 3 players surviving. Oh, FlyQuest Red sending all out through mid. 420 blazing inside the smoke, waiting for that to clear. And it's going to be Magic on the other side of this. Amusingly, the rest of the Wanna Goons are still setting up a standard default on the A-bomb site. We get the smokes thrown out. We got Johan with the Molotov down lower. But Magic going to be overwhelmed by these FlyQuest Red players. 5 guns will be enough.
Bomb has been planted.
However, now they've got to go for the retake, or at least save. Emmy has recovered that Galil. She's going to go on the longest flank of all time, while her teammates are sent in, possibly to the slaughter. This MAC-10 coming out strong to start, but Fox with the trade. So at the very least, some of these guns going to be taken away from the side of Wanna Goons. Though Jay Breezy set up well. Some good kills for Wanna Goons to farm up those kills, and now at the very least, Emmy gets to salvage a Galil.
Terrorists win.
Okay, first buy round for FlyQuest Red. Last night we saw them really sticking the landing on these buy rounds after the pistols and the conversions didn't go well. So here's hopes that we have an even game on our hands this time as well. Ooh, Johan, early spot towards the connector player, and gonna hose down Marie early on into the round. Meanwhile, on the A-bomb site, Magic out of Palace. And that might just be this A-bomb site unlocked. It's just Fox staying here with the M4A4. Wanna Goons, though, they don't want the smoke. They're going to head over towards B, and I do like the positions that FlyQuest Red have gotten themselves into. They'd be in a great position to catch these players that are going to head in through kitchen. If he's not checked quickly, could be very dangerous. Luke and Killer Pandas, they check kitchen first. So the 1-for-1 trade is going to be successful. Now Emmy gonna be stuck all alone in the 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 as Goons start to make their presence known on the B-bomb site, and as Jay Breezy to pick off the kill with Fox left alone to just save this M4. Goons continuing their forward trajectory, 3 rounds. They've managed to take 4 weapons away from FlyQuest, so the chance of an anti-eco continues to slim. It feels like they're hunting, but Fox is just off in another zip code, so she will be kept safe. Kind of a team ace for Goons. Everyone with a kill, except for the player that died. We're going to be treated to the sounds of coaches dying on both teams at the start of every round, because that is how it works. A couple of low buys here for FlyQuest Red to try and trade this momentum back. The MP5 on Emmy could be interesting. Oh, Fox getting pushed up inside of Valley, but she's caught by Jay Breezy and Magic. And that is the lone rifle for FlyQuest Red shut down now. Beyond looking to try and get something back. These players jumping out of apartments, but the Deagle is just not connecting for her. That leaves this B-bomb site completely wide open for Goons. Oof. Losing Marie on the backside of things, and Vanessa just gets flattened by the AK. So a quick 4-0 start for Goons. The timeout called, and now Sheikh Zula getting into the call. It's time for me to take a sip of the water. We're just looking at this very nice karambit for Jay Breezy. Smoke's going to be pinned as the timeout expires. And let's see what Goons have planned for us. Successful window smoke. Yay! Gotta get good observing experience where I can, right? The stack up on Cat could be really dangerous for Goons, but at the same time, they've already pushed players up through mid. And they want to continue to get things started all the way in through window. Emmy with the catch. That's something that FlyQuest Red haven't had this early on. Player advantage. See if that comes back to bite Goons. It was just a MAC-10 that they lost trying to get boosted into window. Fox's op does catch a peek of Luke, but doesn't quite connect onto him, so Goons going to try their luck on the A-bomb site. Mid is 2 covered, B is 2 covered. The rotation could be very quick here. If Goons aren't quick about it. They do lose Luke on the other side of the map. Molly over into lower balk. They're making this one slow, and they're giving FlyQuest Red a chance to early rotate. Could be really dangerous for them. Magic hops into Sandwich. Molly over to cut off the connector players, and the flash full blind onto FlyQuest Red. They lose 2 in the scuffle, but Marie trades that on back, and it's going to be Magic now all alone in the 1 versus 3, and finally, looks like the winds of change are finally on the side of FlyQuest Red. finally managed to catch Goons playing things a little bit too slow and take full advantage of the scenario. Goons, though, more than happy to buy back in. 4 rounds ahead with not a whole lot of deaths on their side, so that is going to give them plenty of momentum to keep this gravy train flowing. On the side of FlyQuest Red, though, having these AKs is going to give them a very good chance of winning this full buy. I love the boosts that we're getting here. Great chance for BBon to catch something, but it's Vanessa to open up onto Jay Breezy. Good response out of Killer Pandas. Going to punish any CTs that get a little too overzealous. Another smoke in a connector. Cut that off, and this one's feeling like a B hit on the side of Goons, but they haven't checked for this boosted up player, and BBon able to take advantage. Kill for her. Meanwhile, on the A site, Magic gets flattened as well. So once again, FlyQuest Red holds steady, and it works out perfectly. Not trying to get too overzealous, not trying to take too much initiative, just nice measured defense. Catching Goons out. Luke 4K looking for these first shots is going to shut down Vanessa, but the trade from Marie leaves Killer Pandas all alone. He spots the barrel up on stairs. Flash in, so he knows there's cavalry arriving. Can he find it? There's the elbow of BBon. She's going to be deleted. And in 25 seconds, he's got to get this bomb down, but he's going to elect to hot-foot it over toward the B-bomb site. Fox might be in position just in time. Her op is ready, and he's bloodthirsty. And will erase Killer Pandas. FlyQuest Red now 2-4. They're starting to bring this one back. Now they finally are going to get a little bit of a respite. The money is not perfect for Goons. Killer Panda's not going to have that AWP this time around. The rest of the squad are going to have rifles. This is their last opportunity for the Goons squad to have a full buy. So if FlyQuest Red win this one, then it is going to be a good time for FlyQuest Red to start to snowball a few of these rounds. It's been a heck of a comeback already, but they can continue. If FlyQuest Red win one more, then finally the initiative will be theirs. And there's Vanessa, set up by the flash from Fox. Catches the ramp player off guard. Emmy looking for these apartments players. Goons looking to get things started on the B site fast. Emmy deleted, but BBon responds. Good trade off of her teammate, but when the nade is out, Luke 4K takes her head off. And it's a 2 versus 3 as FlyQuest Red start to rotate on in. Marie going to be cut off from the smoke. Meanwhile, Luke 4K trying to make his way in through market through the smoke. No scope from Fox. And it's going to be just Killer Pandas recovering an AK off of his teammate, but peeks into the door, and Fox shuts it. FlyQuest Red going to take their third round. Finally find an opening for themselves where now they should have a round that might be a little bit easier for themselves. 3-4. To see this game as being competitive. I like that I can just go to spawn, wait for the round to start, and then be like, let's follow the nades out of T-spawn and see where they land. There's the cat smoke, and there's the window smoke. Look at that. That's observing 101 right there. I don't have cam paths or anything. Just doing this all manually. Opening kill for Marie. Goons trying to execute onto the A-bomb site this time around, and they will be steamrolled for it. Vanessa lines up too. That's going to leave Johan all alone. And the 1 versus 5, this MAC-10 is not going to stand to the task, as FlyQuest Red will even this one out. It's manually because I followed the Goons smokes, because that's what I'm following. Follow the T-side smokes as they land in mid. All right, there's the window smoke for Goons, but Bibian just going to get out in front of it. Oh, she's going to be in a dangerous spot here as this smoke lands. Luke 4K going to be spamming his way on through. I do like this boost, but it doesn't go Goon's way. They end up taking a whole bunch of damage. And now Fox ready and set up. She loses Bibian over in Valley, and Johan doubles up. That's Goons now grabbing this player advantage for themselves. Emmy looking to reposition so she's not going to be early cleared by Goons. They're going for this B-bomb site once again. A good kill for Marie does give the information over that probably another attempt on the B-bomb site. Does Emmy have this one? She's had a few opportunities to get started. She's had a slow start to this one. 8 rounds in. Is the 9th round where she wakes up. There's the headshot to open this up, but a trade off of Magic does set Goons up for this B-bomb site, and it's going to be just Marie left standing in the 1 versus 3. She's got herself into market, and as soon as she peeks in the window, Killer Pandas is looking at her. Goons take the lead back. FlyQuest Red left to fully reinvest. Once again, gonna have the battle for mid control. The early story of the round. Goons just on a heavy defaulting kind of strategy on their own map pick. A lot of bullets fired, but nothing really connecting until just then. Killer Pandas with 2. Oh, that's gonna hurt though. Burns down to 56 in the Molotov, but it's still the advantage for Goons, and now Fox in apartments left all alone. 1 versus 4. She does have the AWP, but Goons are going to completely avoid her and head over towards A. Bomb going to be punched in. This one should be cut and dried. Not really a lot of opportunity to get back into this round as an AWPer, but Johan gives himself up. So at the very least, that's a weapon taken away, but she jumps into underpass where Magic is waiting. And that leaves this half now 4-6 as FlyQuest Red now starting to spiral back down. Things were looking up for them, but the graph, the bell curve must return down to earth. We'll see if they can even this one out. 2 rounds, and this bye is aspirational at best. They've got the rifles. They do have the op on Fox, so if she's able to pick off one, there's definitely a chance for the rest of FlyQuest Red to get involved, but for all that Fox and even Emmy and even Marie are doing, feels like the rest of the team, they're not all firing just yet. It's a late night for Marie. I don't know. Is she playing from Denmark? No, she's actually back, so the pings look good. If anybody was curious about them. And Fox is rotated on over to Ticket, just plucking these Goon players from the server. Jay Breezy and Johan, the first 2 to fall, as the rest of the squad starts to rotate over, looking for this heavy presence out of ramp. Next one up to bat is going to be Killer Pandas, looking to trade this back, but Fox is just not going to allow it. 4 kills for the AWPer of FlyQuest Red, as she single-handedly is going to bring them back into range for the tie. Oh, thank you for the raid, Will. Wait. I don't think Fox was stealing the op, or stealing the ace. Alright, so what's the plan here? Goons looking for that mid control once again. This time there's no one on Cat to stop them from the FlyQuest Red side of things. Bibian, though, in ladder. This is always a great position at least once a half to try and catch someone unaware. So as that smoke fades, she is going to be spotted. Meanwhile, though, it gives time for the rest of the team to start to get active. 3 players on A for FlyQuest Red is a heavy presence. But if it keeps Goons away, then it's definitely worth it. Marie in a precarious spot over here in jungle as Johan boosted into window. Oh, the MAC-10, it's bloodthirsty. And it will shred the Beyond. That's going to send the rest of the Goons over toward the B-bomb site where Emmy lies in wait with the MP7. The spray is good for at least one. Jay Breezy with the trade, and now Marie getting involved with the M4. That's a lot stronger weapon, but Johan just drive by on the MAC-10. And that will unlock the B-bomb site for Goons. The Fox is up. Hits the flick onto Johan. 2 versus 2. The HP is in a good spot for FlyQuest Red. Vanessa starting to get active over on Cat. Their Panda's up, though. Doesn't feel like it's done just yet. Both these players, they're kind of tunnel visioned over toward window. And that gives just enough time for Vanessa to appear on Cat. Panda's now alone in the 1 versus 2. Vanessa going to be caught as she tries to encroach on the site. Fox, oh, she's charging in with the pistol. Killer Panda still has the op out. And that will end with Goons on the upside as the half ends. Solid start to things for Goons on their own map pick. Killer Pandas and Johan doing some serious work here to make sure that they stay ahead of the game. Sometimes Mirage can be a tough map to play CT on, though, so a lot of the typical... Ooh, that's a misjump for Magic. That's okay, you can stay white, Van. No one will clip that you totally missed your 10s jump, but you've got the dualies out, and the first head ripped is Emmy's. The flash will allow him to keep going here. Vivian, but a good trade off Marie. Might be a little bit too late as the rest of Goons have arrived. Johan gonna open things up here, and Killer Panda's joining into this as well. It's everybody getting involved from these pistols as Goons, 4 alive, grab the pistol round. Round number 14, and with only a single kill, that is going to mean FlyQuest Red going for the full 5 Glocks. Not investing a single cent into the round, maybe a flash or 2. Luke 4K could farm up a lot off of this. That nade, though, doesn't touch anybody. This is good. It looks like FlyQuest Red have been taking a look toward demos to see how to effectively win on these secondary rounds. We'll see, there's not a lot of coverage for Goons. They do have the FAMAS on Cat and the MP9 here, but the Glocks can overwhelm you if you're not careful. So, jumping out of apartments, Emmy gonna be first, and here's Luke 4K to take the heat for Goons. Like, he's got the first kill, but Vanessa will find him. Now Killer Panda looking to trade this on back, and it looks like the rifles will succeed against the Glocks, as you might expect. 9-5 in the favor of Goons. But this is where FlyQuest Red were able to at least inflict some damage once they had the rifles out. Full AK coverage for FlyQuest Red. Let's see if that's the ticket. Let's see if that is the dinner bell to ring to start the comeback for FlyQuest Red on their T side. Goons starting to take early map control over mid. Are you just looking for information? She might be caught here, although he's in a good spot, though, and Johan gets a little bit too curious. Ooh, bullet back from window. Will drop her down to 26 HP, but the rest of the team now starting to make their way on over toward A site. Baby Yan appears from underpass to catch Killer Pandas. Magic might be ready for the trade here, but no, this is getting ready for mid. He's caught from sight. FlyQuest Red. They're pushing all the right buttons as they make their presence onto A. It leaves Luke 4K all alone now. No 1 versus 5. This MP9 doesn't have a whole lot of a chance, but, I mean, the wounded player is a good first target. Covers the AK, so it's at least something to take into the next round, as the money for the rest of the team is not great. They won the first 2 rounds, but now they're going to be stuck in a little bit of an awkward spot. AK is all they get to bring.
Terrorists win.
Maybe a catch there? Not quite. All right, let's see if we can get the smoke follow here. There's the perfect smoke for FlyQuest Red into mid window. Making sure I'm following everybody's smokes. Good little cinematic view. Cinema. Now FlyQuest Red, early deployment onto the A-bomb site. Jay Breezy just sitting in the fire, waiting for these FlyQuest Red players to emerge. His first target going to be Vanessa. He retreats back into the fire. Oh, he's going to catch Emmy as well. Good movement out of Bibian. She is able to get out from ramp, but that's heavy losses for FlyQuest Red. Now 2 versus 3, and they need to recover the bomb as well. Meanwhile, Goons have already rotated on in. Luke 4K going to make his mark on this one. And it's Marie now in the 1 versus 3, waiting, but she runs out of ammo at the wrong time. Magic from CT will end her. Goons on double digits, and it looks like they might have quenched the FlyQuest Red fire. This buy is going to be a desperate one if FlyQuest Red elect to go for it. Fox on plenty of money, but she's the only one that's really rich. And it looks like they will choose to go for a save round. Perhaps a fast look over toward the B-bomb site. Nope, Molly on over. Does stop the forward push here for FlyQuest Red. That is a cursed way to put eyeballs on that MAC-10. That is horrifying looking. Anyway, horrors aside, it is going to be the push out of apartments for FlyQuest Red, and Magic with a double. Going to instantly stump them. Instantly repel them. And it's just Fox and Marie left standing in apartments. Rest of their team is dead. Magic's not quite done. 4K, 5K, the full ace for Magic against the pistols of FlyQuest Red. Clearly I was watching the wrong player. I was watching Luke there, and I should have been watching Magic. Alright. Now this is kind of feeling like the last chance for FlyQuest. They've got their buy in order. They have a must-win round ahead of them. Goons, though, gotta be feeling pretty comfortable with themselves at this point. 5-round lead. And outside of the 1 round that FlyQuest have managed to win, they've had the right decisions on their CT side. I love this position from Jay Breezy. He's going to be the early warning signal. that there's a push coming in. Doesn't... Oh, he does spot it. Just going to put the smoke down and back away. Leaves FlyQuest Red to stall for just a few moments while they wait for it to clear. They do have the lurk of BB on. Everything's pretty smoky. There's not a whole lot to discover from the Goons side of things. There's Magic and this connector player. Good kill onto Johan. Does that cause Goons to panic? Double kill for BB on. Double entry. That leaves this A bomb site rather undefended. Just Jay Breezy here. He's only good for the 1-for-1 trade. That leaves Goons in a 2 versus 4 as they try to defend. Looks like they should be going for the retake here. That bomb just about to get planted by Marie. It might just be a save by Goons. Magic close up and personal. He's feeling good after his ace. He doesn't want to let this round go for free. He wants map point. Oh, that nade on the BB-on. That is gonna hurt. That brings this one back into a winnable scenario. 2 versus 2. Magic is on 18 HP, so that is one issue. Nade onto Vanessa. Very solid. Fox gonna be sent packing by this AK. Oh, he goes for the tap. The kills are hitting. Does he have this defuse in time? Magic is gonna be the last possible second, and he does have the defuse. Goons on 12, a 2 versus 4 retake. And now FlyQuest Red left to think about map number 2. Now the buy is not great. You know one thing we haven't seen so far is a decisive FlyQuest Red just pop out onto the A-bomb site in a hurry. And it looks like that's what we're getting for a potential ending round. It's a 3-for-2 trade as they leave ramp. Killer Pandas awaits with the AWP. The flash goes through, and Magic waiting in jungle for the shots. Vanessa, the last one standing, falls as Goons will take map number 1, 13-6. That is gonna